Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're rolling up our sleeves and diving into a seriously dynamic, highly localized market. We are taking a close look at commercial real estate in Hollywood, Florida, and specifically the math behind the market. Let's get right into it.
So, let's start with a really big question. What actually drives the value of commercial property in Hollywood FL? If you're looking to invest, buy a storefront, or maybe lease some office space, you might instinctively think it's all about curb appeal, right? Or maybe that charming neighborhood vibe. But the real secret? It actually comes down to pure, unadulterated math.
Just think about the stark contrast between the two. Buying residential real estate is so often an emotional decision, isn't it? It's about lifestyle. Does this place feel like home? But commercial real estate? Totally different ballgame. It is driven strictly by math, underwriting, and cap rates. It's literally all about how your lease structures and predictable cash flow determine the ultimate viability of your asset. And here's where it gets really interesting. Because when we bring all this math into the local landscape of Hollywood, the deal makers and the deal breakers become intensely hyper-local. I mean, a single detail like a mandatory hurricane code retrofit, some tricky parking requirements, or even a shifting tenant mix trend along Federal Highway or Hollywood Boulevard can swing a deal's underwriting by a massive margin. It's definitely not just about a building's physical condition, it's about navigating all these zoning nuances to really protect your investment. Consider this your insider's tour of investment potential and redevelopment across downtown Hollywood, Young Circle, and the Sheridan Street corridors. Depending on what you buy, your underwriting focus has to drastically shift. For example, multifamily properties, those lean heavily on rent roll stability. But a single-tenant retail space, that is all about the tenant's credit and the remaining lease term. And if you're evaluating a mixed-use property, well, you need a highly blended view of both. The cash flow variables change entirely based on the asset class you're looking at. Okay, so how do you actually navigate all this complex data without losing your mind? Well, the solution is Mora Realty Hollywood's structured process. Step 1 is establishing a precise written scope so they can filter properties based on your exact criteria. Step 2 gets into the real heavy lifting, underwriting those candidates against realistic rent rolls, CapEx assumptions, and actual financing costs. And finally, Step 3 is direct execution. That means walking through the model until every single input is one you actually believe in. Now, to execute at that kind of high level, Mora Realty operates on a very strict philosophy. They work directly with owners, tenants, and small investors, never ever through layers of assistance. And honestly, this no gatekeeper approach is just absolutely vital in this market. When you need a real estate agent in Hollywood FL, you need a direct line. When an important lease needs rapid redlining or a landlord needs an end-of-day decision, you simply can't afford for your deal to get bottlenecked by some slow-moving generalist. So, what is your next step to make sure the math actually works in your favor? Whether you're purchasing your first storefront, leasing office space, expanding your business, or building a commercial real estate portfolio, Mora Realty Hollywood provides personalized guidance backed by local market expertise throughout Hollywood, Florida. You can reach them at Mora Realty Hollywood, 1830 Radius Drive, Hollywood, FL 33020. Give them a call at 954-833-1371 or visit www.morarealtyhollywood.com. The math is waiting. Are you ready to make a calculated, confident investment in Hollywood?